Have you ever looked at an old photo and thought, I wonder what they're up to these days? It's those faded Polaroids from our youth or awkward family photos we recognize from our childhood, the ones where we think, who was I and where did I go? Today we revisit those faces, only this time under a shroud of mystery. Join us as we explore the curious case of Stella Tennant, a story that goes beyond the camera's flash and into the depths of a life lived in the spotlight. But before we begin, remember to hit that subscribe button. Your support means everything to us. So let's dive right in. Opening hook the year is 2020 and the world of fashion is rocked by a stunning announcement. Supermodel Stella Tennant has passed away at the age of 50. Stark black and white footage of Stella walking the runway cuts to flashes of her most iconic campaigns, all underscored by the sound of clicking cameras and the rustle of fabric. Suddenly the images freeze and a dramatic news headline reads, "Supermodel found dead in Scottish farm." A haunting female voice whispers, how does a woman born into nobility end up redefining beauty and losing herself along the way? This chilling question hangs in the air as the video fades to black. 2. Early life and roots. Growing up in the sprawling countryside of Scotland, Stella Tennant seemed destined for a life of privilege. As the granddaughter of the Duke and Duchess of Devonshire, she was surrounded by art, history, and an appreciation for the finer things in life. But beneath this seemingly perfect upbringing, there was a rebellious streak that few knew about. Whispers of Stella. School years reveal a tomboyish charm who loved climbing trees and playing sports more than attending tea parties. While she dabbled in punk fashion, expressing herself through bold hairstyles and unconventional clothing choices, little did the world know that her most iconic look, the one that would make her a household name, was just around the corner. Stella's love for sculpture hinted at the artistic side she would embrace later in her career, shaping her unique perspective in the world of fashion. 3. Sudden rise to fame. The year is 1993 when Stella's life takes a dramatic turn. At just 22 years old, she walks into a Vogue Paris shoot and changes the course of fashion history forever. The now iconic nose ring that becomes her signature look was the brainchild of stylist Ariane Phillips, who wanted to pay homage to the Susie Sue of the 80s. Little did she know she was about to launch Stella into supermodel stardom. This chance discovery by the fashion elite catapulted Stella to fame, forever altering her path and making her a name synonymous with high fashion. IV. The androgyny revolution. Stella's rise to fame coincided with a pivotal moment in fashion, the revolution of androgyny. In an era dominated by supermodels like Cindy Crawford and Naomi Campbell, Stella broke the mold with her androgynous look and aristocratic bearing. Her piercing blue eyes and sharp cheekbones defied conventional beauty norms, establishing her as a singular presence on the runway. Stella's impact was undeniable, challenging the status quo and paving the way for a new era in fashion. V. Working with fashion giants, Stella's allure was irresistible to fashion giants like Chanel, Versace, and Alexander McQueen. Each brand saw in her a unique canvas to express their creative visions. But behind the glamorous facade of these high-fashion shoots lay hidden stories waiting to be uncovered. Working closely with industry titans like Karl Lagerfeld and Gianni Versace, Stella became a muse, embodying their designs and leaving an indelible mark on their collections. Yet amidst the glitz and glamour, there were moments of camaraderie, laughter, and even mischief, as Stella brought each garment to life with her inimitable charm. 6. Cultural impact. In the hallowed halls of British fashion, Stella Tennant was not merely a model, she was a cultural icon. The British press, captivated by her aristocratic lineage and cool demeanor, bestowed upon her the title of the cool aristocrat. Her influence extended beyond the runway, becoming a muse for legendary designers like Karl Lagerfeld, who celebrated her unique blend of elegance and rebellion. However, as Stella's star ascended, so did the curiosity of the media, often blurring the line between reality and myth, creating a persona that, while celebrated, was not entirely her own. 7. Personal struggles and retreat. By the early 2000s, Stella made a conscious decision to step back from the limelight. With 2 young children, she chose to prioritize motherhood, leaving the world of high fashion to re-emerge only occasionally. Her retreat from the public eye sparked rumors and speculation, but it was a deliberate choice to live a quieter life. In the serene Scottish countryside, she found solace and anonymity, dedicating herself to farming and rural life. Yet beneath this tranquil existence, there were hints of personal battles and whispers of Stella's internal struggles. Confirmed interviews revealed a yearning for simplicity, a desire to break free from the constraints of her modeling past. Despite the challenges, Stella's spirit remained resilient, finding strength in nature and the rhythm of the land. 8. The return, just when it seemed Stella had found solace in her quiet life, she surprised the world with an unexpected return to the runway. In 2012, she graced the closing ceremony of the London Olympics, marking a significant moment in her career. But this comeback was just a glimpse of what was to come. Stella's sporadic appearances on the runway and in high-fashion editorials kept her in the public eye, a testament to her enduring appeal and influence. Yet with each appearance, there was a sense of nostalgia, a reminder of the icon she once was and the impact she continues to have on the world of fashion. 9. Charity work and advocacy away from the glare of the runway lights, Stella Tennant was a dedicated philanthropist, using her platform to champion causes close to her heart. Her commitment to environmental causes, particularly in the realm of sustainable fashion, was unwavering. Stella believed in the power of conscious consumerism and actively participated in initiatives promoting ethical and eco-friendly practices within the fashion industry. Moreover, her dedication to her rural community shone through her involvement in various local projects, reflecting her deep connection to the land and the people who inhabited it. Through her philanthropic endeavors, Stella left an enduring legacy, demonstrating that true beauty lay not just in aesthetics, but in compassion and social responsibility. X. Final years and controversy. In her final years, whispers of discontent began to surface within the fashion industry. Reports hinted at strained relationships and a growing disillusionment with the state of high fashion. Sources claimed that Stella harbored concerns over the direction of the industry, perhaps feeling that it had lost its creative essence or become too consumed with commercial interests. Amidst these professional challenges, Stella's personal life underwent a significant shift. The end of her 21-year marriage to David Lasnett brought a new set of emotions and complexities. The divorce proceedings, while kept relatively private, undoubtedly took an emotional toll. Stella's friends and family rallied around her, offering support and understanding during this difficult period. However, despite their efforts, the weight of these personal challenges seemed to grow, casting a shadow over her later years. Her death on December 2020, the fashion world was shaken by a tragic announcement. Stella Tennant, the iconic model known for her androgynous charm and aristocratic grace, had passed away at the age of 50. The news of her death sent shockwaves through the industry and beyond, leaving many to mourn the loss of a true icon. Official statements released by her family confirmed the devastating news, but the circumstances surrounding her passing remained shrouded in mystery. As the fashion world reeled from the shock, questions swirled around the cause of her untimely demise. The initial reports were scarce, leaving a void of uncertainty and speculation. However, as more details emerged, a clearer picture began to form. It was confirmed that Stella's death was a tragic result of suicide following a long battle with mental health struggles. This somber revelation shed light on the internal battles she had been facing, reminding us that even those who seem to have it all can be silently struggling. Stella's death was a stark reminder of the importance of mental health awareness and the need for continued support and understanding for those who face such challenges. Legacy and reflection. Following Stella Tennant's untimely demise, the fashion world came together to pay tribute to the iconic model. Heartfelt messages poured in from her peers and admirers, each sharing their own memories and experiences with her. Naomi Campbell, a fellow supermodel, expressed her profound shock and disbelief, highlighting Stella's lasting impact on the industry. Edward Enninful, editor-in-chief of British Vogue, paid homage to Stella's unique style and grace, emphasizing her status as a true original. Even those close to Karl Lagerfeld, the legendary designer who had been a mentor and friend to Stella, shared their grief, remembering her as a cherished part of his creative journey. Through these moving tributes, the fashion world united in mourning the loss of a trailblazer who had not only defined an era, but had also touched the lives of many with her kindness and authenticity. What she changed? Forever, Stella Tennant's impact on the fashion world was profound and enduring. One of the ways she changed the game was by paving the way for a more gender-fluid aesthetic. In an industry that often adhered to rigid beauty standards, Stella fearlessly embraced androgyny, challenging conventional notions of masculinity and femininity. Her androgynous look, complete with her signature nose ring, became a symbol of self-expression and a rallying cry for those seeking to break free from societal norms. By blurring the lines between traditional gender roles, Stella opened doors for a more inclusive and expressive fashion landscape, inspiring countless individuals to embrace their unique identities without fear of judgment. Another way Stella Tennant left an indelible mark on the fashion world was through her embodiment of the aristocratic punk image. She seamlessly blended elements of high society with a rebellious punk attitude, creating a style that was both sophisticated and edgy. Stella's penchant for mixing tailored garments with punk accessories like safety pins and ripped fishnets became a hallmark of her unique style. She effortlessly conveyed an aristocratic charm while simultaneously challenging conventional notions of elegance, thus giving birth to a style that continues to influence fashion trends today. 14. Closing montage and reflection. A slow fade from her early runway walk to her final photo shoot, interspersed with quotes from Stella on self-worth and identity. As the montage progresses, the pace slows, mirroring the depth of her words. The camera lingers on images of Stella's family, hinting at her dedication to her children. The video concludes with a still image of Stella, inviting viewers to reflect on her legacy and the impact of her words.